Welcome to the No Name MMA show. My name is Motivated Andy, and this is your MMA roundup for the week of April 10th, 2021. And so let's go ahead and start off with it. First, we have updates for the past week. So first, we have the PFL card that featured the return of Kayla Harrison and also the premiere of Fabrizio Verdum to the heavyweights. Kayla Harrison went out there and did what she was going to do as a minus 2,000 favorite at the beginning of the event. She went out there and manhandled her opponent and got the first round finish to get 6 points. Fabrizio Verdum, however, went up there and got played. So his opponent, which I won't mention because he's a fucking clown, tapped while Fabrizio had a triangle choke. Then from there, what are you doing? What are you even doing? Anyway, so Fabrizio Verdum went out there, got his opponent in a triangle choke. His opponent made gestures that he was done with. He had tapped to Fabrizio Verdum, and then Verdum, which I don't agree with. He let go of triangle and then eventually got knocked out by his opponent. The video shows a clear tap, but also Fabrizio should have known better and should have kept going until the ref stopped him. So, tough shit for Verdum. He's out 6 points, and he's got to realize the PFL only continues for people that have whoever makes it to the playoffs. And if he's not able to make it to the playoffs, he's going to end up in the same position he was with the UFC, not being able to fight. So, it's unfortunate, but we'll see what happens from here. Anyway, moving on, we have the Bellator card, which featured 3 good bouts. First, we have Venom Page going up against a ranked opponent. He got the knockout, so not surprised there. Well, I'm surprised by how he did it, but anyway, broke that guy's nose. So congrats to MVP. Then we have, I believe it was co-main, I forgot which order it was, but we have Juan Archuleta going up against Sergio Pettis for the crown. Sergio Pettis ends up becoming part of the duo of brothers that becomes the first to gain promotional belts with organizations. So Anthony Pettis did it with UFC, and now Sergio Pettis does it with Bellator. So congratulations to both of them. Congratulations to Sergio Pettis for getting the win over Juan Archuleta. And good things continue. Good for him for making the move to Bellator and getting that belt. On to the main event. We have the official introduction of Anthony Roble Johnson to the Bellator crowd, going up against, I forgot what his opponent was too. Sorry, all the opponents, but also you lost, so it doesn't matter. Anthony Roble Johnson went out there and got fucking dropped in the first round, and then he went back and knocked out his opponent in the second round. So he was very upset with his performance. I don't see it as that potentially upsetting, just because it was a new opponent in a short period of time. You're talking about 6 days that he got a new opponent who was training this entire time for a Yoel Romero kind of opponent, which would be a wrestler. Kudos to Anthony Roble Johnson for his first time back, and I think 1,400 days or something like that. Went out there, knocked out his opponent. I know he was really tough on himself, but I think getting a KO after 4 years of absence is more than good for me. So good on him. I know he feels bad, but I appreciate the effort, and he got the win, so you can't be too hard on yourself. Moving on, he's going to be facing Vadim Nemkov in the next bracket of the Bellator Light Heavyweight Grand Prix. Good on him. Good on Anthony Johnson. Was I shocked that he got knocked down? Yes and no. I mean, he's been out of the game for a long ass time. That's what happens. You get caught. So he ended up putting his opponent away. Nothing much more to say. Good for him. Then moving on, we have the UFC. Some results. So first we have Gregor Gillespie making his return to the win column after his comeback win over Diego Ferreira. He was losing the first round, came back second round, and just mopped the floor with Diego Ferreira. So good on him. I think he got a bonus for fight of the night, so good as well. Then we move on to Donald Cerrone. He loses Again, he is 0-5 with 1 no contest in his last 6. It's hard to make any arguments for why he should keep on fighting. Before it was, he's been losing to nobody but dangerous opponents, but then he do the draw against Nico, and now he puts an L against Alex Morono, who had previously fought Anthony Pettis. I mean, Alex Morono is just one of those names that you don't really recognize, but he's fought plenty of good fighters, and then on short notice puts away Cowboy at 170. You can make the argument that he can go back to 155 and maybe win, but who do you put him up against at 155? I think the only fight I would want to see him is against maybe Clay Guida. At this point, I don't have a more strong candidate for an opponent for Cowboy, as well as far as a farewell fight. Because that's what it would have to be. If he's not retiring off of this one, he has to kind of have a farewell fight and call it a day. Fortunately for Cowboy, it's one of those chasing the win, but probably it's just that you just don't. And that's the sad part of fighting, watching the tail end of somebody's legendary career. So, yeah, tough pill to swallow, especially for Cowboy. I mean, he was going in there training for Diego Sanchez, so it was going to be an easy win, and then for Diego to not fight and then end up going against a young, hungry fighter in Alex Morono and getting put away. I mean, my heart breaks for him, but yeah, who knows? And moving on to the main event, we have Marina Rodriguez going up against Michelle Waterson. So Marina Rodriguez did what she does, and she put on a fantastic Muay Thai match. There was one round where Michelle Waterson took her down, and it looked like it might be the beginning of the end in terms of standing up, but Marina Rodriguez kept it standing into the 5th round and won that decision, which I agree with. She lost one round. It's starting to kind of whittle down. You see they were at I forgot, I want to say flyweight, yeah. So it's, I don't know, but yeah. Anyway, so it's fly, straw, feather. Oh, they were fighting at 125. So whatever that is. So they were. I thought it was a flyweight match. I don't know. Anyway, Marina Rodriguez won, and that's all that matters. And yeah, we'll talk about it next on the podcast and go into it a little bit more deeper. And last but not least, we have the results that Florida is no longer going to be banning marijuana as a PED, which, good for them. Marijuana is not a performance-enhancing drug, so I never knew what the confusion was. And last but not least, we have the recent re-signing of the bad guy to ESPN. He re-upped his agreement. Hopefully, the only thing left is for Ariel to re-up, and then we get Ariel and the bad guy for the next 3 years, I guess, is what their agreement is. But yeah, that's it for the MMA roundup for this week. We will catch you on Wednesday for the podcast. And as always, invest into your mental. What the fuck is wrong with you? Invest into your mental health, and as always,